I am Gauci from the Department of Geosciences at the University of Malta. I work with the Oceanography Malta Research Group, where our main aim is to study the sea around the Maltese islands. We have a couple of instruments installed, meteo stations, sea level stations and data radar stations that allow us to collect the data of the state of the sea around our island. Unfortunately, around 10 million tons of plastic are dumped into the sea every year. This kind of equates to 1 truck every minute. Moreover, about 1 million of animals are affected every year by plastics we dump into the ocean as well.
My name is Professor Deidun. I am a lecturer at the University of Malta within the Oceanographic Malta Research Group of the Department of Geosciences, Faculty of Science. I'm a marine biologist by training. I'm in love with the sea because my work in fact revolves completely around the sea. I manage a number of citizen science campaigns, for example, like the Spot the Jellyfish and the Spot the Alien Fish, and most recently, the Andromeda Microplastics one. The research group was recently involved in a EU-funded project, funded through the framework of JPI Oceans, called Andromeda. In fact, our task within this international project was to develop a smartphone app, which we called Andromeda Microplastics, and this app combines both citizen science and AI, artificial intelligence. In fact, through your app, once you go on the beach, you can easily extract microplastics. It takes 5 minutes. There's a short video as well on our socials to show you how it's done. You basically go to the beach supervisors and you ask for a cloth bag which contains all the necessary equipment, sieves and so on. Once you have your microplastics extracted from the beach, from the sand, you put them on a sheet of paper which has a QR code which links up with the app. You take a photo, good photo with your mobile phone, then the app starts running. It's based on an algorithm which does image analysis, and it extracts automatically information from that image, from that photo. Things like number, size, color, and even surface roughness of your microplastics. Basically, it's a proxy for how long those microplastics have been into the sea. Malta obviously is a pioneer in the sector because we've introduced way ahead of what Europe is doing on a European scale. We've introduced policies and legislation to ban single-use plastics in Malta, especially the sale of bags and so on, and even production. And even the recovery for waste bottles, that obviously helps. Okay? But in general, in the Mediterranean, obviously there's a lot of recovery programs which are being conducted by NGOs, even in Malta, which are being financed either by private industry or by the Commission itself.
In the last few years, there was a lot of campaigns and awareness, and people are aware of the damage that certain plastics have to our environment. The ban on single-use plastics helped a lot, and there's also a lot of beach cleanup activities going on, and these also remove the plastics from the environment.
And I believe that our Andromeda Microplastics app has helped a lot in creating awareness as well on our beaches, because you get people involved. So this is in science, they're helping science, but at the same time they're increasing awareness, their own awareness about the need to remove microplastics and how much microplastics there are on the beach that they are enjoying. Obviously, you can perhaps now appreciate how difficult it is to recover microplastics and even smaller plastics from the environment. So the best cure, the best way to avoid this obviously is prevention. So let's try our best not to get any plastic close to the sea. Eventually all the plastic ends up into the sea. Unfortunately, most of the plastic in the sea originates from land-based sources. So let's try to reduce our dependence on single-use plastic and avoid taking plastic close to the sea, because sometimes it's not because of our own will. We don't do it deliberately. Few people luckily throw plastic deliberately into the sea, but it might be even an accident. You might have, a gust of wind, and that plastic ends up into the sea, and then it's very difficult to recover. So let's do our bit and obviously keep our sea as plastic-free as possible.
My message to everyone is that every single contribution helps. So together we can make a difference.